my goodness, you guys. It's always a tech issue around here. But we're here. We're here after a little craziness and having Mr. Awesome on the phone. Hey, we have got, it's going to be worth these being a few minutes late because these cards are amazing. We're going to create a concertina card. Now, I've seen these in the past, and they're really complicated, but I'm going to give you the easy method because, you know, that's what we do around here. We create easy cards. And, guys, I've got so many tips and tricks for creating these cards. Look at this thing. Oh, my gosh. It's gorgeous. I know you love cards that stand. They are awesome, off the charts, amazing. We're going to bring my friends on here and get started. So what a morning, you guys. What a morning.
What a way to start the day.
Oh, I know. And you know, I wish I should count how many cords are hooked up here. We've got 3 cords on the computer. I've got Lord knows how many cords on these cameras. And the problem is it's like, which one? Oh, then we've got the router, and there's like 1,000 cords down there that do all kinds of stuff. And you're sitting there going unplug, plug, trying to figure out which one doesn't like us today. Yeah. So we finally figured it out, and it was the one that went to the computer, which I've never had an issue with until today. So,
of course,
that's how it goes. And hey, I'm not blurry today. You know,
don't test it.
You're right.
Let's not jinx ourselves here.
We're not going to. How are you guys doing?
Pretty good.
You're good.
Brenda, you're muted.
Oh, you are muted, Brenda.
Yep, I had to mute because the garbage truck went by. I'm like, nobody wants to hear that. So. Oh, dear.
Oh, guys, thank you so much for sticking with me. Let me put some eyeballs on and see what you guys are saying.
We do have some people asking about retreat coming up.
Yes, we're getting so excited. I hope you guys have had a chance to register for the online stamping retreat. This is a full weekend of fun stamping. We do lives at the top of every hour. You're going to get tutorials. You're going to get tons of ideas. And I do want to address one thing because I've had several people ask, will there be scrapbooking at the Creativate retreat? There will not. We really, our Creativate retreats, we focus on card making, and I typically always make a box of some kind, and I will this time too. So
boxes don't do well in scrapbooks.
Do what?
Boxes don't do well in scrapbooks. And
no, not really. Not really.
A smash book, right?
Yeah.
That's true. But yeah, so I hope you guys will check out just the registration and see if it's something that you'd be interested in. I'm telling you, Lissy, this is our 22nd retreat. We do one once a quarter. So we've been at this since the pandemic is when we started it because, you know, suddenly we couldn't get together anymore. And we started it, and it's just been so much fun. We have lots of you attending, sharing. It's a great place to connect with other stampers. Honestly, I think a lot of people say that's the best part of the retreat is just this opportunity for us all to get on and stamp and create and have some fun. So check it out. Cecilia, I have to laugh that you said, I finally made it to a live. Girl, we just got the internet to connect over here just a few minutes ago. So you're not even late.
Connie?
It was just a crazy morning.
Connie.
Again, like I said, too many cords. What was that?
I need you to share the cost of the retreat, please.
Oh, the cost of the retreat is $55, and that's going to get you 48 tutorials. We have pre-retreat challenges. We have, again, there'll be tutorials and videos, a pre-recorded video to each project. So if you want to go ahead and get started, you can, and then join us live just for some fun. Let's just say, we always say the Creativate team, that's Brandy Cox, Sharon Armstrong, and Jackie Bolheis, and myself. And we like to cover all bases. So just like today with little internet issues, we always have a recorded video just to be on the safe side. Things happen. So just like today.
Just like today.
And boy, if I could have a pre-recorded video of all my lives, I would. So when things like this happen.
Right.
But then it wouldn't be live, right?
It wouldn't be live. It's been a crazy one. Anyway, guys, like I said at the beginning, these cards are worth it. They're worth having to be on a little bit late. Oh, Ellen says the pandemic seems like a lifetime ago, but I remember how much I loved the anticipation and camaraderie we all shared. I know there is something to be said about that. It was a rough time, but at the same time, it really brought so many people together, right? And definitely on the Creative 8 retreats, we found so many of us that were just begging to be together, and it really was fun. And you know what? We loved it, and we said, let's keep going because we love connecting. So, all right. Well, let's jump in, guys. Brenda just put up the free download that goes along with the video.
Not me.
How about that? There we go. All right. Actually, friends, I think we're going to start with this card. And we're going to be going through a lot of steps, okay? But when I say I've created the easy version, I really, truly have. I played a lot with this project, and I think you're going to really enjoy it. Now, I do have diagrams for those that are part of the membership. So I do have some great cutting and diagrams and things. But listen, everybody has access to my free download. All right. The free download is for everyone. And here you're going to have the photos, you're going to have the measurements, you're going to have the supplies, and you're going to have a QR code that you can click or scan. It's going to bring you back to the video. You might need to come back to the video because there are some tips and tricks for making it easy. So you might want to grab that. And if you are in the United States, guys, I would love to be your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I'm going to be using some new products today. And if you'd like to order any of those, you can click this graphic or follow that link, either one. That'll take you to my online store. And then you can order anything that you might need there. Okay, are you ready to jump in? So let's start. I've got lots of little pieces here. But I'm going to start actually with these two pieces. So I'm going to start with some berry burst. And I've got one that is 5 1/4 by 8, and another one that is 5 1/4 by 8 1/2. All right, let's do a little scoring. And I'm going to bring in my Simply Scored board, but you know, you can use your paper trimmer as well. We're going to take the one that is the 8 1/2. We'll put the 8 1/2 at the top. We're going to score that at 4 inches and 8 inches. Now we're going to take this other one and we're just going to score it at 4 inches. Okay, that's all we need to do there. While we have this out, can we go ahead and do the scoring for the concertina? So I've got a piece that is 3 1/4 by 11. We are going to score that at 3/4 of an inch, 1 1/2 inches, 5 1/2 inches, 9 1/2 inches, and 10 1/4. All right. With that, our scoring is done. So I'm going to get this out of my way because it's big and bulky. Okay. We're now going to work with these pieces here. I'm going to be doing some stamping today featuring Charming Day. This is a brand new online exclusive. Love this one. We're going to use the bundle. So we will be using the dies. We're actually going to use this die here. All right. That's the one that we'll be using. Now, I'll tell you what. I just threw that on the floor. It's one of those days. All right. Well, I'll throw the stamp set on the floor too. Why not? Okay, here we go. So before we jump in and do stamping, I'm going to teach you guys a fun little trick. I got a piece of copy paper here. This could be junk mail. This could be anything, okay? It's truly just going to be my template. This card is going to feature the textured notes dies. Now, if you didn't have these, I'm trying to think if I can think of any other dies that we have that would be this size. We just need a decent size opening that is at least 3 1/2 inches tall, okay? A customer told me about this fabulous stuff called Post-it note tape. Oh, yay, I broke mine. That's nice. It's Post-it note tape, and it is awesome for die cutting. So I'm going to take 2 pieces of this. Now, if you don't have this, if you have washi tape or painter's tape, that'll work too. But I really liked this Post-it note tape. And I'm going to de-stickify it here on myself just a little bit. And I'm going to center up that die as best I can. All right, I'm not asking for perfection, but we do want to get it as straight as we can. Before I die cut it, I'm going to write top. So I know which is the top part because we're going to cut out here and we're going to cut out here. All right, this is the part where I said you might need to come back and watch the video because I want to make sure you see these. So this is that 1/2 inch tab, okay? I'm going to take this and I'm going to lay it right here. Let me grab my die cutting machine so I can show you how this is going to be done. But we are going to run this through. Sorry that I'm shaking the camera. We are going to go with base plate 1, thin die adapter 2, cutting plate 3, and I hope that you can see there's my fold. Okay, there's that, and I want to get that right there in the middle. And we're going to run this through our machine. And we're going to use these 2 pieces that we're going to cut out. Oh, there we go. We're going to use these on the front of our card because I don't like to waste cardstock. Okay. So it's cut out my little piece here. Let's pop these out. It really likes to stick in there. I am going to keep my Post-it note tape right where it is. Let me get this piece out. Now this is copy paper and I don't need it, but save this. We're going to use it. Okay, that's piece 1. Now we're going to take the next piece and we want the top of it right here to the left. When you get that set, you can adhere it down and we're going to run that through again. Let's see, Debbie is talking to Trudy. Oh, Trudy, you're in New Mexico. How beautiful. We drove through there a lot as a kid. So I have been through New Mexico many, many a time. All right, friends, let me get this out of the way. And that is kind of the beginning. By the way, this one, we're going to keep this one too. Okay, I can set that off to the side for a little bit. We are going to get to work creating the fabulous insert. Now this 1/2 inch tab, I'm just going to snip off. I call it mitering. Just kind of miter off those little edges. And we're going to adhere this together. And I think your Stampin' Seal is fine. But if you're a multi-purpose glue girl, you go for it. Or guy, hey. And we're just going to adhere these together. So we make this great, big, long piece. Okay? Now let's do a little folding. No, let's not do a little folding. I want to do my stamping next. Sorry, that stupid internet issue just has me flustered. Or as my daughter used to say, flusterated. Hey, there I am. See how flusterated I am? Okay. I'm going to need some grid paper, and I'm going to need the whole piece of grid paper. A lot of times I'll use just cut it and use scraps and things. Not today. We need this big, long piece. So we're going to use the Berry Burst ink pad, and we're going to use the Great Big Flower from Charming Day. I hope you guys have had a chance to see this because let me tell you, the designer series paper in this collection is gorgeous, okay? And we're going to be using that paper as well. But you can see I'm just randomly stamping the flowers. There's no right or wrong to where you're going to stamp. But I certainly didn't want it plain. You can flip this around. And Christina, Brenda, if anyone has questions, comments, while I stamp, this might take me just a little while. So, and I can't read and stamp at the same time. I can read. I just can't read and stamp at the same time. All right. Just a couple more to do. Isn't that beautiful, though, on that Berry Burst? And we're going to be teaming Berry Burst up with Secret Sea. If you follow me or other demonstrators, you know we have all fallen in love with Secret Sea. It's our new favorite in color. It's just gorgeous. Okay, now I'm going to fold this in half, and I'm going to give that a score. Wow, look, I actually got that perfectly centered. I don't know how I did that. But here's the thing, if you didn't, don't worry about it, okay? I know, like my original card, I don't think I got it. Yeah, I don't think it's perfectly centered in there. See? It's fine. No one will know once the card's open. But I did get lucky on that one. All right, we're going to take these pieces and we're going to fold them backwards. All right. That is the beginning of our card. Let's see. I think, friends, I'm going to go ahead and adhere those. I've got 2 pieces of Secrecy, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I'm going to try to, there we go. Get my adhesive moving here. It's having a morning like me. And what we're going to do here is we're going to take that. It's all folded. There's not a right side upside down. It doesn't matter. And we're going to center that in that Secrecy. Okay? Boom, boom. We're good. Now we can
Real quick, can I just answer a quick comment?
Sure.
Diane Bush is asking about where to find tutorials for the Fancy Fold Fanatics. Diane, I will have Connie message you as soon as the live is over, and we'll send you those links so you can track it down.
Yep, we've got the full tutorial for our Fancy Fold Fanatics. They're on the YouTube membership. So, all right, so you see I've just added that one right on top, and that's going to create the base of my card. Okay, let's see. I think we're ready to do our fabulous little pop-up here on the inside. So remember, we scored that. This is in Secrecy. Oh, can I tell you something else that's really cool? I kind of don't have it. The Secrecy, it uses 1 sheet of cardstock. Okay, 1 8.5 by 11. So we get a 4, a 5.5, and a 5.5, and then we cut this one down. So it really is an easy card to do because you kind of get to, it's not quite a 1 sheet wonder, but it does help that we're using almost all of that piece of Secrecy. All right, I am going to fold and crease. So I folded it in half, and then I folded these 2 pieces down. Okay, I don't know what that looks like. Elphaba's hat from Wicked. Okay, that's what we have. So I have, let's look at this gorgeous paper. Oh, it is stunning, I'm telling you. And this is the Floral Charm Designer Series paper. I have a piece here. This one is a 3 3/4 by 3. And we are going to adhere that one. Again, that Secrecy and these colors, gorgeous. These are some little 1/2 inch, and honestly, they were just some scraps, so that worked out well. You have the 2 panels here. It's going to go on the one towards the inside. The panels on the outside, that's what's going to adhere down. So make sure you get these in the right spot. And these were the 1/2 inch by, what do I have? Oh, am I looking at the wrong one? 1/2 inch by 3. No, I wasn't. Sorry. I guess I needed more coffee as well today. Okay, we have this. Let's see. Let's do some stamping. Yay for stamping. I have got another piece of basic white. This is a 3 3/4 by 3. So let's do a little more stamping. I've got Berry Burst and Secrecy. And then we're also going to be using some Mossy Meadow. So I'm going to set that kind of off over here. And we're going to take this little flower from the stamp set. In Secrecy, we're going to stamp that in the corner. And then, oh, you know what? I have another piece I need to stamp. So let me go ahead and grab that too. Ooh, little tiny guy. This is a 1 5/8 by 1. It's little. We're going to say, you made my day, up here at the top. So that's where you're going to write your message. And then on the front, this is our greeting, this little scrappy do. And we're going to say, thanks for being you. Perfect, perfect. Okay. Now I'm going to do a little coloring on this piece. Before I do, I'm kind of all over the place today. We are going to use the bundle. And let me find the die because it fell on the floor. So this die, we're going to die cut. I got a piece, it's 2.5 by 4, but you know, if you want to find some scraps, we're going to die cut that. And I went ahead and did that for you. And we're going to do some blending work on these two pieces. I'm going to set that off to the side for a minute. And Secret C, I love you, but I'm done with you for right now. Okay. So I'm going to take, I'll start here. I guess I'll start with my Berry Burst. We're going to ink up our blending brush. And I want you to get a lot of that off, okay? We want this to be very light. And I'm using a really light touch and a light swirl to get some color on that. Then on our die cut, I want you to be really careful because we don't want to, you know, this is a delicate little leaf. You notice how I'm holding it too, because I don't want to accidentally bend it. If you do, and I have, don't worry about it. But we do want to try to keep it as nice as we can. All right, so we've got some Berry Burst on there. We'll close up Berry Burst and say goodbye. And now in some Mossy Meadow. Now Mossy Meadow, really, really dark, right? So we really want to get a lot of that off. And just like before, super, super light blending and swirling. Gives it just a nice soft look. And now here, we're going to get these leaves. Again, you want to be really careful because that little stem is just super, super delicate. We have a little bit right here. And, you know, I want just a tiny bit more. And we'll just add, I just love blending brushes. They have become my new favorite. Just a fun way to color. Okay, kind of beautiful, right? Okay, let's see. I think it's really time to start putting our card together. Except I just dropped the flower. Okay, so we're going to add this to the inside of our card. And now I'm ready to show you the trick, because I told you it was going to be easy, didn't I? So here's our card. And what we want to do is we're going to put adhesive on these outer tabs. All right. So we'll get some there. We'll get some here. Okay. We're going to slide this in. You're going to fold so that you're on the outside edge. Okay. And it's going to line up right here on the Berry Burst. Now, I also want to try to center it here in my, my die cut. So kind of get that set. Yeah, I'm good with that. We're going to press it down. We're going to repeat that. So fold this down. So see, we've got the adhesive and that designer series paper. Line it up here on the Berry Burst. We're going to give that a fold. And that is the easy way of making this card. All right. I mean, easy. Now, I will tell you something. Something might happen when you fold it and it does this. Nope. That means you just need to bring these tabs in and then fold. Okay. So don't panic because I know the first time I made it, I was like, that's not going to mail very well. No, just take these two outer panels, fold, and you're good to go. All right. Time to decorate the outside. So I am going to do a quick little embossing. The glass and garden embossing folders have just been my favorites. So remember we had 2 of these, right? We had 2 of these that we cut out. So I'm going to run one through my embossing folder. And I went ahead and did that for you right there. We're going to add this to the bottom of the card. This just kind of gave it a little something. And we'll add that here. Now we're going to take this one, and I had you cut another little piece of designer series paper. By the way, it's the opposite side of the one that we used. And this is a 3 3/8 by 1 7/8. And I had to cut it that size so it would fit as a perfect little mat for that die cut. Textured notes, dies, oh friends. It has been one of my favorites. I just find I do so much with it. So I hope that you'll consider adding that one to your order. It really is. It's fantastic. A lot of great things going on there. Let's add our greeting. By the way, no Stampin' Dimensionals here, friends, because it's already kind of a bulky card. And whenever I have a bulky card, I kind of like to keep it. Where do I want to put that? I think I'll put it up there. You can put it anywhere. Let's see, like on my original. Yeah, I put it down there, but whatever you want. Oh, I guess it would have helped if I put that on first, but it all works, right? So I should probably do this with multi-purpose glue. I've never been a fan. Oh, I'm going to get adhesive everywhere. Where's the silicone mat? You know, sometimes I just have to remember to pull this thing out. Okay. It should be good and sticky now. Actually, I think I kind of like that because it's going to kind of come up and over. Oh, yeah. You know, it's all about creativity, right? There we go. Oh, my gosh, you guys. Boom, boom. It stands. It's a wow. They're going to go, how on earth did you do it? And you're just going to go, oh, I slaved. I slaved for hours. All right, friends, let's go ahead. We're going to create one more. We're going to go long today. But then again, I started late. So for this card, if I can find it, there we go. We're going to create a retirement card. I am loving the Sunrise Sailing stamp set. I personally am not a sailing person, but it is such a relaxing stamp set. We're going to be using the bundle on this one. But if you didn't have it, it's fine. You could easily fussy cut. Congratulations, you deserve the best. You're destined for great things. So we're going to do a shortened version of this because you did just see me make it. So let me grab some pieces here. So you remember how we did this, but this time I used, oh, if I can grab my ink pads. Okay, let's see. Pretty Peacock and Lost Lagoon. So I used the Pretty Peacock, and there's a water reflection stamp, okay? Stamped all over it, just like we did before. I adhered it the same way. I cut my opening there the same way. All of that is identical, okay? So let me do a little stamping on this basic white. And this one, again, I've got two of them. If I can find my other one. It's somewhere. Oh, I know. I actually already die cut it for you. So let's go ahead and work on the greeting here, the sentiment, I should say. We have got the water, and I'm going to stamp that here at the bottom. And then we can stamp. I put both of the greetings or the sentiments, the congratulations, you deserve the best. I put it all on one block just to make it a little bit easier. So we have that. And then I do want to show you how I did the sailboat. And I've lost the cardstock. My goodness. Okay. Well, because I want to show you, I'm just going to show you on copy paper because I did want to show you how this goes together. It's somewhere. It's somewhere on this messy desk. Okay, let's take some Pretty Peacock and we will ink up the sailboat. You've got another piece. It's identical in size to this one, okay? So we're going to stamp the sailboat in Pretty Peacock. Then you have this weird little stamp that you go, what on earth is that? Well, that's going to give us some beautiful color in Lost Lagoon to our sailboat. And then you have this one that's going to kind of fill in. So it's a two-step stamp. And it's going to look something like that, okay? So we're going to do that, and then we are going to run that through the matching die and through the magic of television. It looks like this. Okay, we're going to do a little bit more stamping here. So we will adhere our sailboat right here on the side. You can see we did all the same stuff with the designer series paper there on the side. And now look what I did. Can't stand it. I laid it down in an ink pad or an ink stamp. But you guys know me and my little alcohol swabs. Okay, now I can use it because I knew I'd have ink all over me if I didn't. Let's take that pretty peacock and we are going to stamp You're Destined for Great Things. You're going to stamp that right there by the sailboat. And then back in with some Lost Lagoon. We are going to take, I love the little birds. Look at this. And we're going to do those in the Lost Lagoon. Let's get one over here. So we're going to put this one together super quick. So just a little refresher for you guys. Adhesive down the outer tabs. Remember, we fold both of those down, place it through the opening, line it up with that outside edge, and kind of center it up here. Okay, there we go. We'll flip that over. We'll do it again over here. Remember, these tabs go down so we can fold, but we have that beautiful designer series paper there. To decorate the front, so remember, we had the two pieces of the cutouts that we did. And this one, let me show you what I did here. So this is the, it's a hybrid. So you get the embossing folder and the dies. But what I did is I wanted the water, but the problem was I was going to get that sailboat. And I'm like, doggone it, I don't want it. So if you'll just kind of center it up with the edges of the sailboat, and hopefully you guys can see, there's the sailboat part. Now we're going to hide it, which is why I wanted it in the center. This embossing folder has a lot of detail on it, so you're going to want to be a little heavy with your adhesive on this one. It's going to go here on the bottom. And then I took the last one and I added another piece of the designer series paper. Again, it's the same one I used on the inside. And by the way, that is from Everyday Happiness. We'll add that here. And then the last thing I did is I took, this was a scrap that was left over. You remember when you cut one of them to 8 inches instead of 8.5? So I took that little leftover piece. Why not? I love to use all those little scraps. Again, no Stampin' Dimensionals on this one. I'm going to line that up with the edge of the card. And there you go. You've got a really great card. You know, if you needed this to be a birthday card or something different, for the men, it is a fantastic stamp set. And you can bring in other sentiments. But I loved the You're Destined for Great Things. I love that. And You Deserve the Best is also a all-around great sentiment. Am I right? Okay, let's bring in the first card. Kind of get both of those in there. Aren't they fun? And I didn't lie to you, right? When I said it was easy, it really is. They really are truly easy to do. Just those few hints that you need to keep in mind about where to line things up on those sides, and being able to use the die cuts that we created and use those on the front of the card, I think is awesome too. Well, guys, thank you so much for your patience as we dealt with our issues today of computers that just didn't want to connect. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Debbie says those swabs are great. I know. Did you see me? I just reached in my drawer. I got a stack of them in there. I use them on everything. And it does help me keep ink off my fingers, and it'll actually kind of take ink off my fingers as well. Yeah, those are awesome. Judy says, Connie, fun and very nice. Thank you. You are welcome. I'm so glad Susan, Judy said they love the cards. Bonnie, as always, wonderful cards. I'm so glad you guys liked it. Hey, if you did, be sure to click the thumbs up button there on YouTube. And if you're on Facebook, there's a like button. Go ahead and give me a little click there. I always appreciate it. Hey, for those of you that have not subscribed to the YouTube channel, be sure to subscribe. Take a moment to do that. And there's a bell, and if you ring it, YouTube will let you know when I'm live next and when I have another video. Share twice a week here on my channel, and I hope that you'll join us. I've got lots more in store for you guys throughout the month of July. So, ooh, V says, I'm all cut out. Now I just have to head to the craft room. Way to go. Oh, how fun. Listen, these cards, like I said, they are amazing. They're intimidating, but I hope after watching today's video, they will not be, because really, I think they come together pretty darn quick once you learn those few little tricks, right? Well, my friends, Brenda, Christina, thank you guys for helping me out, answering questions, being there for everybody. Head over to simplysimplestamping.com. And you can look under Creative 8 News if you wanted to check out the information on the Creative 8 retreat. That's coming up in, 2 weeks, I think. So we've got 2 weeks left of registration. So I want you guys to be able to take advantage of that. Let me tell you, there are people who have been with us for all 22 retreats. I mean, so if that didn't tell you something, I don't know what will. They really are a great time that we love to have, to give you that opportunity to have a weekend just for yourself. You know, sometimes we just need that no interruptions. Let the spouses know, hey, this weekend, Friday night, Saturday, I'm busy. And spend that weekend stamping, crafting. You're going to have some fantastic projects ready at the end of that, at the end of that retreat and that event. It's going to be amazing. Okay. All right, friends, that is
real quick.
Yes.
Before we go, Can I shout out our members?
Please do, because we were so crazy trying to get things going today that I didn't get it set up. So thank you, Christina.
Give me just a second. I am attempting.
We can do it, Christina. I know we can.
I know we can. I think it's working. Give me just a second. Oh, I hear the music. There we go.
Ooh, you got us on there too. Wow. Oh, it's a little choppy, but hey, we got it going.
We love our fun friends.
I'm laughing.
They get the tutorials and they get the diagrams. Our fancy fold fanatics get the full written tutorials. Yep. We love them.
Yeah, and that's for every video. And then we have our big fun perk is our happy hour, where we come together and we all stamp together. It's absolutely a blast. We literally create everything together. All right, we'll see if we can get that off of there and get us back. Christina, I'll let you do it.
Maybe. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Oh, wait. No.
There we're back. Hey, okay. The happy hour. So, it's over off to the side. I'm going to go grab it. Hold on. Because I want to show you guys what we're making. Okay. Are you still with me? I hope you are.
Yeah.
Let me I'm just going to
Brenda had to head out, but I'm still here.
So these are, oh, hey, there we go. These are pillar cards. And friends, look at these fun, amazing stand-up cards. We're going to be creating this. And these are for the Fancy Fold Fanatics and the Fun Fold Friends. We create this together, okay? Nice and slow. We are going to this is the one we're going to create. Guess what? It's also a one-sheet wonder. Yeah, it is. It is all created with one sheet of, in this case, basic black, balmy blue. I mean, how cute are these? And you can decorate them however you want. But I just chose a couple of different fun sets. Guys, this is what we do with our happy hour. And all you have to do is bring an 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock on your paper trimmer and some glue. And we're going to create it together. So I hope you guys will consider joining. And remember, you'll get that. Let's see, we're doing that on July 15th. And yeah, we'll all be creating the cards together, nice and slow. we have a lot of fun. It's really casual, okay, really laid back. Bonnie says July 15th. Did I say something different? You know, anything's possible today, Bonnie. But yes, July 15th is when we will be having our happy hour. And it takes a little more than an hour, but you know, any happy hour is more than an hour. And we can be happy for longer than an hour, can't we? All right. Guys, thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate you all. Hey, Nancy, I'm so glad you're here. Thanks so much. You are welcome. Guys, I will see you next week. I do not have the cards in front of me because, like I said, we were frantically just trying to get the internet to connect today. I hate cords. That's all I have to say. But I love you guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.